It's not a clickbait. I was actually accused of not being a proper wood turner because I use scrapers in my work. Stay tuned. Now, just before I give you my thoughts on this nonsense, which tool to use in wood turning, a little update on tools and the pre-order sale. Now, once I release this video, probably day or 2 days after, I'm going to open the shop and start pre-order sale. It will be on ball gouges, it will be on refiner, burnishers, and also the new tool will be spindle gouges. Square and scrapers will be in the next batch. Now, there is something a little bit interesting in this batch particular, because in order to make these tools as fast as possible, they only have at this point a limited number of handles. Handles they outsource to somebody else to make for them, and it's a few weeks waiting period. So at this point I have available 180 handles for my tools, and it will be roughly 120 12-inch long handles for spindle gouges and refiner, and around 60 or 70 handles for ball gouges. So I'm going to keep an eye on as the orders come in, just to keep the quote, let's say, so the tools can be made as fast as possible. Now, really important thing to note here is that this is pre-order, so you will be able to place an order, pay for the tool, but you will have to wait for it to be made. So it will be a time process for Crown and for me to prep the tools and sharpen them and ship them out. Now, Crown promised me to give their best to speed the production process as much as they can, but again, depending on the volume and everything, if all the 180 handles with tools are sold, then it will take roughly from 5 to 7 weeks for these tools to be made. So hopefully you will be able to grab one of my signature tools from this batch. And again, next batch hopefully won't have any restrictions in terms of size or quantity or anything like that. I'm just going to keep the store open for, let's say, 5 or 10 days and collect all the orders. So again, thank you very much for your support and everything. And now let's get back to the video. Back to the topic from the beginning of the video, which is sort of calling me out that I'm not proper wood turner because I use scrapers. And now at the end of the video, I'm going to show you give you my opinion on this. Just a quick note, it really doesn't bother me, this kind of opinion. Everybody has their own opinion. We are all entitled to one, and this is just my way of turning and works for me lovely, and that's why I'm sticking to it. But just for fun, in this video I'm going to use only spindle gouge and ball gouge to make a bowl out of this pine here. This is from a big pine beam. It's a quite dry out piece, so should be great for this, and should be a decent challenge for wood turning. Now also what I'm going to do is make things complicated on the outside, maybe on the inside as well, we'll see. So let's get going. So screw chuck hole, 3-in-1 screw chuck in the lathe. Since this is softwood, what I've done is drill 1/2 mil smaller hole. Usually for maple and stuff like that I drill 8 mil hole. This one is 7.5, and let's get going. So first, remove the corners. Speed is 1500 RPM. This is ball gouge asymmetric grind. As you can see, around 40-degree nose angle. First make it round, still a little bit more. Okay, Okay, so that's nice and round. Okay, the surface is still quite rough. This is not a clean cut. Now let's clean up the bottom. Ride the bevel to the center. So let's go for this size of a foot. Give a rough shape first. Let's deal with the outside profile. So from the corner, let's make another bead, then a shoulder, then make a cove. So I'm constantly trying to ride the bevel as much as I can to give me the best possible surface. Okay, so let's put another step, and from this point let's make an OG profile here. Okay, that's looking good, and finish off this. You can see most of it's nice and clean. There is a little area of a chip out here, and also a little bit of here, and still a little rough area here. So what I'm going to do now is go one more time over the whole surface, taking a really light cut, and that light cut will produce a really nice final surface. So the tenon here is okay for this. I might change it to a bead shape, like so, and like so. That's pretty good. Okay, so now go one more time over the whole surface. Super light. Maybe make something here as well. So first it's just a rough profile. Okay, let's see the surface. So overall that's really good surface here. Still need to improve it slightly on the bottom here, and also the shape here just a little bit. Yep. A little catch. Now what you can also do to improve on the surface slightly is use a hone, diamond hone. So this is 1200 grit. So find the bevel and just rub it all the way around. That will give you a slightly sharper edge. So let's deal with this mistake here. Now here, as I'm rotating the tool, I don't like this position of the tool rest. So for me, even though I'm slightly more overhang, it works much better in this position. I feel I have much more control over the shape, and also I don't like this OG profile here. I need to get that a little bit better. Okay, that's much better. From the corner. And nice and gently, one more. Okay, let's see now the surface here. So everything is supreme without any tear out whatsoever. Still need to deal with the bottom here. So let's complicate things here as well. So again with a spindle gouge. Why keep it simple when we can complicate stuff? Same goes with are you proper wood turner or not if you're using scrapers. So see, slightly rougher texture. I think I can improve on that a little bit. Go with the grain. And I'll finish off this side from this side. Okay, much better. And the surface should be much better. Okay, so that's ready for sanding. So I turned off the light in the shop and only kept the light on the lathe here, so you can see a little bit better the surface that it's left behind. So tool marks are okay, you can sand those away, but you don't want to have any of the torn grain. And as you can see, I at least can't see any of the torn grain that would stop me from sanding this. So that's the next step. Just going to show you real quick how I sand this. Now, actually, as I'm watching this little ridge here is slightly bigger than this one here. So just I'm going to make one more cut on this cove here. So one more cut. I left the light off. A little ridge here. Okay, so as you can see, that's beautiful. A little bit of 240 grit sandpaper. A little bit of shavings just to polish it up a bit, and a little bit of beeswax. I just need to melt the beeswax into all the nooks and crannies. Okay, that's looking really good. A little bit of a rag here in this corner, but that's okay. So this goes in the chuck. With the ball gouge. slowly through center. Clean up the rim. When I have a soft timber in the chuck, then you don't want to take big or a sudden burst of here at the very center of the wood, because you can break the tenon, although this one is quite big. But just be careful. Okay, that's pretty good. That's ready for sanding. That's good enough. On the inside, I'll start with 180 grit. That's clean, that's ready for 240 grit. Okay, so that's 240 grit, a little bit of shaving. A little bit of beeswax. And that's it. So this is inside finished and nice complicated outside as well. So back with the original topic from the beginning of the video and my thoughts behind sort of a narrow point of view, in my opinion, is that you're not proper wood turner if you're using scrapers. So as you can see, I don't have to use one, but I find using scraper not as a shaper to specific piece, but rather, as the name suggests, of my first signature tool, refiner. So I like to use scrapers to finesse or refine the surface or the shape as well. Sometimes I use ball gouges or spindle gouges as a finisher tool. So straight off the ball gouge or spindle gouge, I would sand the surface. At the end of the day, this piece here, and if I make a similar one using scrapers and sand it the right way, could you really tell the difference which one is scraped and which one is cut? I don't think there is a necessary way or mentality, let's say, to distinguish one way is better or the other way. Again, in production mode, I would use as less tools as I can. to be as efficient as I can. So to me at least, it all comes down to that. So could you really tell the difference that this is a scraped versus cut? So what matters is the end result, which in this case, as you see, it's quite lovely, and it's fast, efficient. Sure, some timbers cut more better than scraping, and vice versa. You also have timbers that scrape better than cut, and also scrapers are not should be looking as something bad or something less skillful, let's say, because with the standard scraper there is a lot of skills involved to finesse or to master one. Negative rake scrapers, they're a little bit more user friendly. Carbide scrapers, in my opinion, can be the worst of the three, just because it's too hard of the steel, and sometimes in some configurations it can do a lot more harm than good. So I think that traditional tools are a way to go, but traditional tools as a whole, so as cutting tools as well as scraping tools. So every tool has its purpose, and don't get discouraged by others saying that you're not a turner if you're using scraper or any other tool. Use tools that you are comfortable with, use the tool that you have at your disposal, and just learn those tools that you have, learn to master them as best you can, and you'll have a great result no matter what. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.